Hi guys, welcome to the sneak peek for coaching, and I'm here with my wife Rachel and Tara. Take it away.
Wait, we're both your wives?
Just
me!
Hold
Oh,
on.
This
my
is
God.
our friend Tara.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just teasing. Okay. Tara.
Hi, I'm Tara. And I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about my story before Beachbody. And, some of the struggles I had to go through before I was introduced about becoming a Beachbody coach. Before Beachbody, I worked 2 jobs. And, they were a lot of fun, but it took a lot of my time. So I got introduced to Beachbody, and I love it. It's amazing. It's transformed me so much just with myself. I have more confidence. And before I felt really lost with what I was going to do. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my life, if I wanted to go back to school again or whatnot. And it's just built my confidence. I have lots more energy. I'm meeting a lot of new people, and it's just a lot of fun. And before Beachbody, I also struggled with dieting pills, which is really, really unhealthy, and I knew that. And I reached out to my husband. I'm like, I need help. Like, I'm struggling right now, and I need to find something new. I need a change. I want to be healthy, and I'm able to be healthy and drink my Shakeology, get all my nutrients inside, and there's a huge support system. I have these guys here, which they're amazing. So I love it. So, it's amazing. It's awesome.
And how would you say, your overall confidence has changed?
My confidence? Well, it's changed quite a bit. You can see at my work, one of my coworkers noticed it just in my personality. She's noticed so much, just brighter and 10 times better than I was before. It's been an amazing turnaround. So I love it. And, and I also, the perk, I get to make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So that's also like a perk for me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tara. So I'll share my story too. And I've shared my story many times, but I've never shared this part of my story before. But I was talking about it with Tara, and she's like, you need to share that. You need to share it with people. And she's like, have you ever shared it? I'm like, no, honestly, I haven't. I just never thought to share it before. So anyways, when I was in college, I was really, really depressed, and I was bulimic, and I really struggled with overeating and then purging. So I would say I struggled both with anorexia and bulimia, but I would toggle back and forth. So I would not eat for as long as possible until I just couldn't take it anymore, and then I would binge, and then I would feel horrible about myself, and I would throw up. And in that moment, I was thinking if I throw up, I'll feel better. But really what would happen is after I threw up, I would just feel ashamed of myself, ashamed of my body, ashamed of myself, embarrassed. And I just felt out of control. My whole life just felt like spiraling out of control. And I would look at other fit people, and I admired them, but at the same time I was envious and jealous, and I didn't understand why it seemed like it was coming so easy to other people, and then here I was trying to, my exercise was also binge. I would work out for 2 hours, and then I would not work out for 3 weeks, and then I would overdo it, because I was just I'm going to work out for 3 hours, and then everything will be fine, and nothing was in balance. And then I finally found Beachbody. And I would say really that finding Beachbody was a huge turning point in my life. I began to work out every day with a schedule and a program and a very organized way of working out, which to me I needed because I was so all over the place. And from there, from really just finding exercise and finding Beachbody, I began to enjoy exercise, and I began to love my body from the inside out. And that was my journey in college. And I was still struggling with like I liked working out and I was doing better, but I still was struggling with like drinking and not quite getting the nutrition aspect of it into my life yet. And as the years went on, I started following all these Beachbody coaches for inspiration because they just seemed like, I just admired them. They were so fit. They were always so positive. They were posting like this inspirational messages to the world. And I wanted to be that, but I also didn't know how. And I also felt like I could never do that. Like, these are people that understand nutrition and exercise, and I don't. So I was following these Beachbody coaches for years, like putting them on a pedestal and thinking they were amazing, but also feeling like inadequate to do that. And my Beachbody coach reached out to me and she asked me if I'd ever thought about coaching. And I was like, well, yeah, like it seems really cool, but I just want you to know, like, no, this is not a good idea for me. I'm not a good role model. I'm not really in that great of shape. I don't know anything about nutrition or working out. And I'm also working 3 jobs because at that time I was the assistant teacher. So I would teach from 8 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was also coaching at Skate Town. So I'd run to my car, the bell would ring at 3. I'd run to my car so I could be the first one in the car, first one in the parking lot. And I would change. I had my Skate Town bag in my car, and I would change from school to the skating rink. I'd be like putting my tights on in the car, putting my skating pants on over my tights while driving on the freeway.
Oh my gosh.
That's not safe.
I'm
Not
psychotic.
safe at all.
Psychotic. Like, why did I do that? But the bell didn't ring until 3, and my job was at 3:30.
Oh my gosh.
Across town. So I was driving to Roseville, like speeding, eating in my car, changing in my car. I would get there at like 3:20, 3:25. I'd have to sprint in, get my skates on, get on the ice to make it for my first client at 3:30. And I would coach until sometimes 8 o'clock at night, depending on the day of the week. And on the weekends, I had a 3rd job, which I'm like, why did I do that? That was so miserable. I had a 3rd job working as the assistant director to the Placer County pageant. And that job title came with a lot of stress, a lot of responsibility, a lot of crazy deadlines. I didn't even know how I did all of that. And I was on this cycle where I wanted to get fit and I wanted to be healthy, but at the same time, I was not healthy because I was working myself to death. And we were just trying to make ends meet. At that time, Alex was still in college and still like full-time in college. And so I was the only one working. So I thought, well, if I work these 3 jobs, then we'll make ends meet and maybe we'll have some extra money at the end of each month. And it wasn't worth it. I was just sick and tired and miserable. So when my coach approached me about coaching, I told her, I was like, look, I don't even have time. Like, I don't even have time to take a nap, which I desperately need. Like, how am I going to have time for a 4th job, a business that I'm starting from scratch? And she basically reassured me because when she first started coaching, she was also working 2 jobs and she was a gym instructor at her local gym. So she's like, I get it. I was working 3 jobs too. I'll teach you how to do this and hopefully you can quit working those other jobs and supplement Beachbody. So for me, like, Beachbody coaching was a way out, and I needed that way out so desperately that I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if I'm bad at this. I don't care. Like, I need to try. I need to try to better my situation. And that was 1.5 years ago. And now I have quit those other 2 jobs completely. So I'm still teaching full time. I'm still very much a full time teacher, but now I work Beachbody part time, and that's supplemented our income, and we've had money to go on great vacations and
Our
travel. All of our income together because we're all married or something, right? Anyways, but yeah, we've been able to travel and it's just been amazing. It's been a whirlwind, and we're so excited that you're here in this coaching group to see what coaching is all about. And we know what it's like to be a skeptic. We know what it's like to have questions and doubts and concerns. So That's what we're going to focus on tomorrow. Tomorrow's topic is going to be the misconceptions of Beachbody coaching. And we're going to take you through every doubt and question that we've ever had, but we're also going to be taking your doubts and questions now. So if you want to comment those below, anything you're concerned about, if you're concerned you're too busy, if you're concerned you're not fit enough, if you're concerned that you don't have enough of a following, whatever it is that's holding you back, or maybe there's 20 different things, if you could comment those things, then we will know how to talk to you tomorrow in our video. And you will be entered to win a Beachbody post-protein workout. Yeah,
I want that.
Tara's like, I
do.
Do I qualify for that? Sorry. But all you have to do to qualify for the, can you grab it actually, Alex? It's right there. He's going to show you what it looks like. All you have to do to qualify is comment, and today's call to action that we're asking you to comment is your questions. And so the question is, what are your common concerns and questions about Beachbody coaching? And at the end of the week, we're going to ask you a question at the end of each video. If you answer every single one, then at the end you'll be entered into a drawing to win the chocolate recover. All right? Okay, so have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.